Hi everyone. So I just finished recording the creative energy transmission. So perfect time for me to speak to my creative thing that's coming forward. Um, there's what Anna, the person, has in mind for the springtime circle. And then there's the soul energy that I know is driving behind it. And even in the short couple of weeks where this has been percolating, the name has already become obsolete for me. It is essentially Sacred Circle. The idea behind it is a space, a safe space, a container for community to work together to bring your thing, yourself, your presence, your energy, in its seedling form, and work together to enhance, to nourish, to support those projects and ourselves as those things blossom. 3 months feels like a safe, contained period of time that is enough time for growth and maturation and a bit of play and a bit of experimentation without being a big commitment for people. And most of all, it's about community. It's about each person as their own sovereign master, coming and contributing what they can and being open to receive the wisdom and knowledge of others. And that wisdom and knowledge being our embodied wisdom and knowledge. And it's so funny how so often that embodied wisdom is the stuff we don't even see, because it is who we are, it is what we do, it is our beingness, it is what we have, the hard-earned stuff that really comes behind us. It's our life experience that comes with us is where our real gems lie. I had to give some facts, so I picked a day on Friday for a Zoom call, and I'll do some sort of energetic transmission, a bit like the stuff on the page, followed by a debrief or a chat about whatever. It's a community gathering period. It'll also be recorded. There's a lot of people who said, that's the middle of the night for me, that sort of thing. So if it is the middle of the night, please know that's not the only time that there'll be space for communication. But I want it to be quite fluid. The nature of how I work and what feels correct for me is flexibility. There's adaptability. There's got to be some structure and some expectation, but there's got to be room to move. There's got to be, especially in a creative space, and I would like it to be co-created, because each person brings their own energy and their own wisdom, and I'm open for people to bring what they offer in a quite deliberate way, as well as just presence, but also bring your work, share your work. I would like us to work together to take each other forward to this next stage, because there's big stuff coming. I am getting a massive kick up the arse. It's time to step forward. It is time to stop being shy. It is time to stop pretending. Show up, weird shit and all, and do my work. And And for me, as I understand it, at the moment, my work sits in the space of creation. The dark side of that is, in order to create, you have to find space to create. In order to create space, something else has to go. So where I see my work at present is in supporting people in that process of letting go, to assist them to find the things that need to go. Not all of the things. It's not coming in with the wrecking ball, it's coming in with the scalpel and carefully and considerately pulling out what's not necessary, because then there's space for new, to increase the vibration, to get greater depth, greater understanding, to get that one step closer to our true selves. And how that looks with each client is slightly different. How that looks for me each day is slightly different, and that's part of where that adaptability and creativity comes in. In my landing page, I'm no good at MailChimp, but gave it a go. I've talked about Mastermind because there's amazing human resources. I'd like us to utilise them. Healing Circle, so that is partly from myself, but also there are amazing human resources who are also healers, and people have amazing gifts who have expressed interest in joining. So if there is something that they want to offer, then that is amazing. Room for creativity. So one of the biggest challenges that I experience personally, and I know many other people do, is that in order to be creative, you need time, you need space. It needs to be given a moment of priority. There's so often that we get so caught in busy in doing and have doing, that the time to make art, to dance, to sing, to play, play is like the ultimate form of creation. To do the things that are fun, to chat, to have conversation, because from conversation comes up with things, and then that's where the mastermind kind of all interweaves. So I'd like there to be space for that creativity and for that time to be creative, whether that is me saying, I'm sewing this afternoon, I'll put a Zoom link up if anyone wants to come and join me and hang out, and you do your painting while I'll do some sewing, or whatever. Like, it's whatever unfolds, whatever feels good, when it feels good, because time zones and horrendous things. And the other thing that came through very clearly from my guides was there has to be space. So even within the container, there is space. There is things that I don't know what is going to fill the space. I just know I have to leave room and be open, and to do my work to allow things to unfold that I don't expect, which is cool. But I can't sell that because there is space. There you go. You're selling some space. But yeah, if you would like to join the circle, it's not a massive circle. I don't see it being a big group. It's an intimate group. If it feels correct to you, I'm not going to do a hard sell to anyone, because I trust people's knowing whether my energy is correct. My energy is very different this week to what it was last week, which what it was to the week before. So it's interesting how it unfolds. But yeah, if it feels good, I'd love you to join us. And it's only $50 for the 3 months, because the real contribution is in the showing up and the presence and the energetics of the work in circle. It's not a money-making exercise per se. It's about how we can show up for each other. So there's some big work to be done, and I would love to do it with you. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. Hope to see you soon.